Alright, we'll give you guys an update. It's a little bit different scenery. I'm in the house here, sitting on the couch. Figured it'd be a good time to give you guys an update. It's February 21st. It's Thursday. I've been back from the farm show for a while, and all the stuff from the farm show is still on the floor in front of me. I gotta go through it, all the books and all that good stuff. But I'll give you guys an update, and then I got some big announcements. For the update, we'll talk about the cows. We'll start with the cows. The cows are doing good. They still got the ringworm, but you'll have that. Right now, they're currently living in the mud because we have nothing but either snow or rain. Just as the snow stays and you think it's going to freeze up, it rains. So then you get slush and the ground's froze, so the water can't penetrate, so you're left with lakes everywhere. And then once it does thaw out, you got mud. Right now we're in the mud stage. Here in about a couple days it'll probably freeze up again. So everything's just a disaster. The projects that I'm working on, still working on, haven't really touched in a while, probably since the last video I made on them. Still working on the F-150. I got to get it done because I got to get the C65 Chevy in the shop. 4010, still working on it. The 2010's done. I'm pretty sure I've finished that up in a video. But I can't remember. I can't remember what all I've posted because I remember shooting videos on everything, but I don't remember what I've posted. The Chevy, I used it. And for those of you that don't follow me on Instagram, should, if you have it, because you can keep up to date there. I just last weekend, me and my grandpa took 220 bales of straw down to Pataskala, which is about a 2-hour ride by car. In that truck, it took 2.5 hours, doing 50 mile an hour, pulling the gooseneck, which surprised me. That truck has surprised me, pulling that load. That truck, I have plans for it, and since it has proved its worth to me, we're going to give it some love. I'm going to put it in the shop. I got to tune it up. It needs spark plugs and plug wires, and the carb needs rebuild. It's leaking a little bit of fuel, and it's out of adjustment. It runs rich, so I got to do that. I got to do exhaust manifolds. They're rotted out, and fix the exhaust, make it a little bit better to run. It'll be quieter. Put a radio in it. I'm going to use it as my primary farm truck for hauling and stuff like that. We're going to pull the hydraulic tank off of it, reposition the air tanks inside the frame so I can put a toolbox on each side of the frame, and we're going to put a flatbed on it with a gooseneck hitch and take the fifth wheel off, and in the future probably do an axle swap to it, give it some new axles with some easier to find parts, and 10-lug hubs so we can put modern tires on it. I don't have to hunt down the 10-120s. We'll paint it. I'm going to paint it red, but doing an axle swap is way on down the road, and painting it will probably happen when I I'm going to take the front off to do the exhaust manifolds, and we're going to do it up nice. You're probably wondering, if I take the fifth wheel off that for pulling semi-trailers, what am I going to pull trailers with? We're currently looking for another semi, whether it's a single axle or tandem axle. We need a bigger, newer semi for pulling trailers. We're getting into doing some straw stuff. I'm trying to get the glare off my glasses. We're getting into doing some straw stuff that may require us to go out of state, and or just further around in the state than what I would normally do with my truck. I can't say that we're looking for a more reliable truck, because the truck's only reliable as you make it. I want a truck that's easier to get parts for, that I don't have to wait a week to get. So something in the 90s. But we're looking for something like that. So this truck, the Chevy, will get retired to just doing gooseneck hauling, flatbed stuff. So I did sell my F-350. It's sold. The guy's got the title. I got the money, but it's still sitting out at the farm. I told him I wasn't in any hurry. Our schedules were conflicting, but I did try to get a hold of him, and I haven't heard anything back from him, so I don't know what the deal is, but he needs to come get it now. What else do we got going on? Tractor. I'll have videos coming up about the farm show, talking about tractors. There is some changes in the new tractor. Massey Ferguson has a game changer coming out that a lot of you might not know about, even if you're into the Massey Fergusons. I just found out at the farm show, and I have a new contender that I'm looking at. So that'll be a separate video. I gotta still do some more research. What I'm looking at now is pricing. I gotta get prices on stuff, new versus used, and by used I mean just a couple years old. Right now it's looking better money-wise to buy a brand new one than it is to buy a older one. Yeah, it's cheaper to buy the older one, but by the time you tack on interest and some financing, I would literally only be paying like $1,000 more to buy a brand new one. So it would be wiser to buy the new one. So I got to get some prices on some different models and stuff just to decide. That's really going to be the deciding factor on which tractor and which size I go with. So that'll be its own separate video. And now we'll get on to the big announcements. Did I mention that I had big announcements in the beginning? I don't remember. Big announcement time. The house in which I'm in right now. For those of you that have been following me for a while know that I've been in the process of buying it. Been buying it off Dad. We closed on it yesterday, so it's mine now. Yay, mortgage. We closed on it yesterday. I'm sure there'll be some other stuff to iron out. But with me closing on this house means Dad's going to close on a piece of property right down from the farm. I've mentioned it. I was trying to keep it a secret, but it's come out here and there and everywhere. He's buying, it's 10 acres of farm ground, and then there's trailer, mobile home lots on it. They have trailers on them, but the trailers don't come with it. It's just the lots. He's buying that just for like an extra income thing. I don't know, but it's going to give me 10 acres that I can farm. So you guys will be getting actual farming videos of me working ground and stuff instead of just working on stuff. So that'll be exciting. That's the second. Them two are like two separate announcements, but the biggest announcement is that I'm going to be getting married. I finally did it. For those of you that have been waiting and pushing me, I finally did it. I proposed to Casey. I did it at the farm show. The first day, like the first hour into it. And some of you already know, and some of you knew like an hour after it happened, because you left comments on the one video. The last video I put up going to the farm show talking about getting married, and little did you know that I was actually going to do it. So look for wedding videos next year sometime. That's when we're planning on doing it, probably like next July of 2020. So those are the big announcements. I thought I had another one, because this is the third time I've shot this video. It just hasn't been working out for me. Yeah, those were the three. So I know the video is kind of random, just me talking, but hopefully you made it till the end to see the big announcements. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.